Gwen.
Hi, guys. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Irene and Brenda, Annette, and Thelma and Glenn. Good to see everybody. I've been looking forward to doing this. This is going to be fun. We are starting. I went ahead and traded in my luxury kit I had here from yesterday for the individual dog kit, which is called Be Yourself. And so I traded that in, and I have two different topper sets. We may or may not get to both of them. I also brought the fox just in honor of our friend Glenn. Who's sure this one's for him. So let's give it a shot and see what we come up with. I already know one thing I'm going to want. I'm going to want a couple of die cuts. I kept one of the Clockwork and Cogs die cuts out over here. And I think this is going to be amazing with our set. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Let's go ahead and bring the camera down if you would, please. All right. It's a big, beautiful die. But in case you're curious, I was curious if it would fit on an A6. And the answer is yes, it will. It'll fit very nicely on an A6. So I'm going to pull that out. Of course, I always keep my packaging for my dies. I can put it back in there. So,
You can?
well, yeah. Yeah, I can. Later than this. Sometime other than now. Okay, here's this paper on the back. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to take it off, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and put this through the die cutter.
Glenn says he received his order today, and a shout out to the warehouse packers who packed everything great.
Excellent. Thank you very much for sharing that. We will make sure they hear it. They really are a conscientious crew. They know how they want their stuff shipped. We'll see how this Cogs die turns out. My first time cutting this one. Hey, Brittany, when you go downstairs next time, don't hurry. When you go downstairs next time, would you see if we have a package of C plates for this machine? Please. Thank you. Alrighty. So let's see how this turns out. Let's see. I have a pokey tool here. Let's punch this a little bit. See if I can get this to begin making its way off of here. This might be a good candidate, because this is a fairly detailed die. It might be a good candidate to use release paper with. You learn these things after the first time you use them. I don't use release paper with everything, but just to add to my cost, I use release paper with those products that seem to need a little extra. And looking at the way this is coming out of the mold, I'm going to say this is a good candidate for release paper the next time I cut it. So, FYI, because it does like to stick in the mold. But it didn't tear anything getting it out, so it's not terrible.
Irene says, I think you guys do the best in filling our orders. You're very fast.
Thank you, Irene. We try hard. We like to, Our goal is that we get stuff out the door within 48 hours. Store orders don't always go out in 48 hours. I have to admit, we send to Amazon and Etsy first because both of them have performance standards that they wallop us up the side of the head if we don't send things on time. So we always send to Amazon and Etsy first. So weekend orders, our store orders usually don't get out until Tuesday. But we try to ship things within 48 business hours if we can. Okay. I'm in pretty good shape here, but I need my dye brush. Where would my dye brush be? Where would my red that be? Oh, here's another. There's my red one. My dye brush. Dye brush is right there. Oh, it's right where I can find it. Okay. Just a few extra little things I want to poke out here, and I want to be faster than poking them out with my pokey tool. So I'm using my dye brush to run over the back of my Mary board. Try to be careful about running my dye brush over the front of my Mary board because we don't want to scratch that Mary. And you put your project down on a mat, and then your dye brush will just knock that stuff right out of there. Okay, still have just a couple to poke out. There's one. There's one. This is a pretty dye. Very pretty dye. It is very detailed, though.
Say hi to Sharma.
Hi, Sharma. How you doing, friend? Just so happy that everything came back so well from your doctor. Just makes me very, very happy. Okay, I'm going to give you this if I can. You can actually tap this to knock some of that stuff out. You can use a brush to knock some of that. I think we'll use it again, so I don't want to be held up when I get there. Here's our dye from our Clockwork and Cogs dye that we just showed you yesterday. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. You hear a little tapping sound. Bryce trying to get the stuff out of the dye so I can use it again. Oh, this is just so cute. This set that I picked is called Be Yourself, and it has the dog, the cat, the bunny, the hamster, and a little terrier. This is going to be great. It's going to be great fun. I actually think I will take one of those DL cardstocks, if you don't mind, honey, when you come back this way. I was just looking at these little toppers. They'd be super cute on a DL. Okay. Got my 5x7 card here. And what do I want to do first? I'll use one of my poppers. Use some of this cardstock here. I'm using the cat piece, and I'm going to put it on the other side. Ooh, do kitty. Okay, let's see. I'm going to think about this for a second. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm actually going to cut this piece of paper here to go. I cut a piece that's 5x7. I do love the design on the top and the bottom. But actually the brown looks really good, so okay. All right, there's 7. I'm going to cut this just below here. I'm going to cut this just below the gears on this side. Let's see how long that is now. It's still 7.5. I'm going to have to give up something. I didn't want to give up something, but I guess I'm going to have to. Give up a little detail there. A little detail there. Okay. I'm going to put this piece of cardstock inside my card. Looks good. I was going to start with the dog, but I see Thelma there saying, do the kitty! But you were the first to vote yesterday. I'll do the kitty. Decided for sure how I want to do this. I think I'm going to cut that brown down just a little bit more. I'm going to put this 7x7 cardstock onto the inside here. Assuming I can get it straight. Thank you. What a deal. Ah! I hate it when it does this. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it right where it is and trim the card a little. Because that happens to all of us on occasion. The tape gets stuck, and then if we're not careful, we end up ruining the mirror board and the card both. I'd rather just trim it off a little bit. So I'm going to trim off both edges that are just not quite matched right. And now that looks fine. I'm going to trim off my mirror board. All right. So I got Mary on the inside of my card. I'm going to go ahead and trim this card, this piece down a little more.
Hello?
Just cutting a little bit of the pattern off the edges so I think it looks a little better. Okay. Whoops. Come here. And even though I was trimming it down, because I trimmed the length of my card a little bit, I have to take a little more off yet. And I'm going to take this to 4 1/4.
Net on stock and undo.
It's your crafting best friend. Cut that even more than I needed to, but that's okay. Just have to make sure I have the same borders on the other one. Okay. All right, I'm going to put that there. going to put this in the middle of my card. And we're going to fold this flap back. I need another. Quite big enough. Okay. Cover this with Mary. Get some tape on the back of here. Thank you for doing that cleaning for me, Bryce.
Please use release next time.
What's that?
Please use release tape next time.
Yes, I will. Release paper. I just have to figure out what I did with it. Should have some here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this piece of brown down in the middle. I'm leaving a 1/4 inch all the way around here this time. Wasn't really my intent, but it's how it worked out. I'm going to get some sticky specks out here. And one of my A5 sheets. Brand new one, so I know it's nice and sticky. I'm grabbing the label instead of the sticky specks. Okay, let's take this. Get my burnisher out of here. I'm going to peel up the sticky specks, though I'm not taking this completely off because we know better than to do that. Sometimes it goes on backwards if you put it back, and if you put it backwards, you get sticky spots all over your creation, which we do not want. So I'm going to take my burnisher / tweezers that came from my We Are Memory Keeper sticky specks. Just going to make sure I've got that all down good. I'm going to peel this back again. This time I'll use the tweezer end. I'm going to reach in and get that Mary off of there. I guess I'm going to use my fingers. I have chains hanging down and one thing and another on this die. I have a few pieces to make sure that I release them carefully so that they don't tear. Done with the sticky specks for now. Got them all over my thumb. I hate sticky specks. Yes. Okay. I am going to put this beautiful die cut here on the inside of my card so that it will show to the outside. And we are going to decorate the outside of the card, which I'm going to have to get down to 2.5 inches. It might not be easy. Let me see which one's going to be easier to get to 2.5. This one might be the easier of the two to use. Let's see if it might not be. Doesn't actually have to be 2.5 inches. It just wants to be something that is reasonable to load on this flap. That's going to be cute. Okay. Just be yourself. Party time with love. Birthday wishes. I think I want I think I want this to be party time with that kitty. So, you know what I'm thinking here, though, is I may still use this part. No, that's not going to work well. Never mind. I want mirror board on my outside flaps. I'm going to put that down first. Yes, we are no longer recommending the We Are Memory Keepers ones. Once we've tried them for a while, they just don't hold. Your projects actually come apart. So we aren't recommending those anymore. I love the folder. I love the tweezers. I love being able to put my sticky spec sheets in the little portfolio. I do like the portfolio, but I cannot recommend their sticky specs. My scissors. I didn't use them before. Okay, so I've lined this piece here with 2.5 inches of mirror board. I know it's 2.5 because it's half of 5, right? I folded my 5-inch flap in half. Okay, so that's looking nice. Now we're going to have to cut down this kitty. Maybe I'm not just going to use this. Okay, that's 2.5 inches. So I'm going to make this 2. I'll make it 2 1/4. I might have to cut it down a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Make it 2 1/4. So I have a same margin around the outsides. Cut this down. That's where my top and bottom is. And probably going to have to trim that a little bit more. I am. Do need to trim it a little bit more. I'll actually trim most of this off. Okay. So here we go. That looks good. That looks really nice there. See there? Okay. All right. I'll put a couple of tape flags on here. I wonder, what did I do with the keys I had in that class the other day? They're on the table. We might have to use one of those on one of our projects. That would look good with our steampunk. There we go. Put my tape in place. I'm gonna carefully apply my layer here. This is still a little bit too long. Believe it or not, just a little. Trim that just a bit. That looks good. And I talked to Roberta today. Well, I didn't talk to her. I saw an email from her. And she said to tell you guys hi, and that she's thinking of you, and that she'll be back as soon as she can. And she said specifically to tell Mary R. that she's doing as well as she can under the circumstances. I don't know what that means exactly, but that's what she said. So I'm passing along the message as requested. That's going to be cute. Cute, cute, cute. Oh, oh, look, there she is. She's actually, she actually wrote to Mary R. too. Probably got tired of hearing I took care of it. Let's see. I want to make sure I don't get these stickies too far to the right, because this is going to be allowed to go over the edge. I have to clean off that goopy just a little. I want to keep my stickies to the right side, so when I turn it upside down, it's on the left. I love that. I love that. That's so cute. And I'm going to have a little piece of this party time sticking over too. That will. Did I tell you guys I took a fall on the ice out here? Wasn't one of my smoother moves. I was. Margie was here and she was working. And she wanted to take the mail to the post office. And I said, absolutely not. She can't be out there on that ice with a bucket of mail. We'll take it. Bryce got the bucket loaded just fine. And I went out to go and get in the car and ended up falling on my knees, which you guys who know me well know that's not good. Look how cute this is, guys. Is that just the cutest thing ever? You know what would be really fun would be if I had some gold rhinestones. I think I do. Just gotta find gold rhinestones. Right here. Right in my other box. Yellow. The gold ones. There's my other case. My knees, I expected to be very, very sore for a long time. But Margie and Bryce were talking about me and the fact that I didn't sleep very well that first night at all because I hurt. And she recommended to Bryce, we were leaving the next day for the beach, and she recommended to him that he stop and get some, say the name of that CBD oil for me. And we went to the pharmacy at the beach and they didn't have any of the CBD oil, but we found a salve there, and Bryce was kind enough to put that on my knees 3 or 4 times a day. And I can't believe that it worked as well as it did. Oh my gosh. It works so well that, CBD doesn't have any hallucinogens or anything like that, and it is just the beneficial stuff and leaving out the other stuff. And my knees hardly even bruised, which is amazing because I slammed down on them. I think 2 things helped me. One is there was snow on the ground, like 2 inches of snow covering the ice. And so when I went down, my knees were actually in the ice, and it took me like 20 minutes to get up. So I iced them really good. Right off the bat, we iced those knees. Not intentionally, but that was the effect. And secondly, then that CBD oil, and I'm telling you, it didn't even wake me up when I turned over or anything at night after I started using that. That was amazing stuff. So, yeah, I couldn't believe it, Sharma. I've never tried that before. I've always been a kind of traditional person who doesn't try a lot of new things, but I was desperate. And it worked really well. Really, really well. Good to know about that Voltaren, though. Never know when you might need that piece of information to get you out of a problem. I didn't want to be down with my knees the whole time we were at the beach. I was really concerned about that. It didn't stop me. We went everywhere we wanted to go and did everything we wanted to do. Unfortunately, where we wanted to go and what we wanted to do was not much. We wanted to relax. So that was good medicine, too. Okay. Oops. Got some gold rhinestones, also called nail heads, on here. And I think we're done. Oh, look how cute. Look how cute that is. I just love it. I just love him. This is how he'll sit. Isn't that fun? Now, Bryce, I know you don't love steampunk, but tell me you don't love that.
It's very cute.
It's very cute. Very cute. I love it. One down. Let's see what we got next. Let's do an A6 card. We have this pretty little piece left here from our kitty. We might as well use it up, right? This will just be a real simple card. It'll look great. Is this the keys? Oh, no, that's not the keys. I thought I saw the keys on there. What did they do with the keys when I was done with them?
I think if you take at the very bottom, there's a tab
Okay,
underneath the things.
Isn't that die cut nice with these images, guys? Really good. I'm just hip. Me too. Hip and knees. And guys are funny. Okay, so this is 4 1/4 by 5. No, it's not. It's 4 1/8 by 5 7/8. So this is going to need to be trimmed to 3 7/8. I think will be just about right in terms of balancing the two sides here. 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. All right. 5 5/8, yeah. It is. So cute. Cute little kitty. Okay. Ooh, that dye would be beautiful on brown ultra suede. Glenn, that would be great. Especially with these patterns, that'd be great. Okay, we're going to have a little border all the way around here. Looks like I have just a little bit of glue hanging over the edge. My paper there is not as smooth as it could be. I'm just getting some of the roughness off the top. There we go. All right. So I'm going to lay this in the way I want it to be. And when I'm happy with the positioning, I'll put those two corners down, hold it firmly, and pull the tape out from underneath. It's cute. Cute, cute, cute. And let's see. Just be yourself. I do like that one. Will you look in the embellishment drawer and see if I have some gears in there? I usually have some gears around. Find the keys. Bottom of that stack I was looking at, huh? Ah, I see it. These are the keys I had out the other day for Graphic 45. They might be helpful somewhere along in here too. Clock keys. That's cute on there. Will add a fair amount of weight. Gotta warn you about that. But, oh, steampunk could be really interesting on cork, Thelma. Okay. Did you find some gears?
Brittany had a box.
Ah! Good job, Brittany. These are all dark ones. It'd be nice to have a lighter one, but I'll take what I can get. Like that. Key might be too big for this one. Oh, this copper shows okay. I like that. Let's put that reading down with some tape. Ooh, lightweight chipboard painted copper and teal would be great. You guys are very creative tonight. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay. A cosmic shimmer glue here. That will be plenty to hold this embellishment in place once it dries good. I am going to put a fair amount on there. Go ahead and drop that. And now I'm going to put these clock hands on top of that, just because I think it would look fun. Line up the two circles. Oops, move that just a little so my glue is showing, but it won't show once it dries. You see the little white lines there, but that will diminish. That's so cute. See if there's any other place I want a little gear on here. They have these cute little gears. I could put the gears over some of the gears on him, and it might be really fun. Let's see what we have. There's a little tiny one. Oh, this one's a little tiny one with a heart in it. How cute is that? I love that. I'll get one more. I'm going to have 3 elements on here. Maybe put it up here. Oh, I love it. Okay. I'm going to put these 2 on here. Thank you for reminding Mary R. I appreciate it very much. I dropped it. I probably got glue all over it. Let's try that again. Okay. That looks good. Let that set right there. Look at this cute little gear. It actually has a heart in the middle of it. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show it to you on the card. Come in a little closer, honey, so you can see the details in this card, please. I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving it. Look at our cute little kitty with those thick glasses. His little uniform. I love it. I think it's adorable. Loving it. Okay, let's see what else we get to do. Okay. I'm thinking on this one down here. Probably end up doing the dogs last, believe it or not. Nope, that's not a deal. And that's not a deal. Somewhere there's got to be a deal. Here's a deal. I think this would be really cute to put all three of these toppers on here. Obviously, I could do 3 separate cards with them if I wanted to, but I'm just thinking this will be cute. So we'll see what we do here. There's no doubt about which cardstock I'll use for this because this is what I have left. So I think this time I'm not going to put the Mary behind it because I do have that nice Mary on the corner. So I think I'll just put this straight down. Oh, I had you bring me Mary for it. Oh, well, thank you. The first card we did, I'm sure most of you are familiar with that because we've done it several times, but it's called a Z-fold card. A Z-fold. So you're just folding back the front panel of your card. It's very fun done with glitter. If you put the glitter, you turn your glitter cardstock, your glitter card inside out, you can create a really cute glitter card. Turn your glitter inside out and then fold the front panel back in on itself and it'll have glitter on the top and on the inside. If it sounds like this is cutting too much paper, it's because it is. My card was a little uneven there, so while I was cutting it off, I took care of that. And I have a tiny bit of white showing at the top. I'm going to make that go away. I actually have a tiny bit showing on the edge, too. So I'm going to get my natural linen stamp pad. And I'm just going to put a little bit of brown over that white all the way down. And now I have very little that is bothering me about that. If you saw the little white there, some of that you're seeing is the card partially open and you're seeing the back. But yeah, that looks good now. All right. So let's turn this around. and figure out what we want to do here. These are so cute. Just love them. Put the key on there. It's going to be cute. Okay. And have a little drink. Little meal. All right. A little Weight Watchers update. You guys know that I lost 47 pounds last year. And then, because I'm an emotional sort of person, and all the health problems my mom was having primarily last year, but just a number of things from last year, I got all stressed out and started eating anything and everything, and I gained it all back. And after my mom passed in September, I thought, I got to clean my act up. I still want the weight off, and even though I misbehaved, and I'm very angry with myself for doing that, I still need to get these pounds off so I can be healthier and happier and get around easier. So I went back on plan, and I have just today, I passed 35 pounds off from the original total. So it's not like 47 plus 30, it is 30 of the original 47 is back off. But I'm making headway. And sometimes you just got to give yourself room to be human. That's what I've decided to do. I still beat myself up over it, but I am recognizing that sometimes you fail and then you just pick up and try again. So that's what I'm doing. And I have taken the original 30 off. So I only have 17 more to do, and then it's all new. That will be an exciting time when it's all new weight loss. Wow, Gemma weighs 92 pounds. Holy cow. That is a big girl. I know she's a big girl anyway, but holy cow. It's sure hard not to treat him, though. It's one reason I'm so glad that Teddy's a poodle, because one of the characteristics of the poodle breed, according to my veterinarian, is that they self-regulate their weight. She said you'll seldom, if ever, see a fat poodle, because they only eat what they need. And even if it's good stuff, they only eat what they need. So if he eats more treats, which we've tried not to overindulge, but if he eats too many treats, he cuts back on his regular food and he doesn't put any weight on. That's what that looks like when we get those three side by side, which I think is really cute. Now, how about if we make this a birthday greeting from the gang, and we put birthday wishes on here and run this birthday wishes across all three of these at the bottom. That could be cute. It does kind of bring it all together. I think we'll go with that. And we're gonna put a couple stickies in the middle. When I was growing up, we had a dog that was half German Shepherd Police, half Siberian and Mackenzie Husky. He weighed 105 pounds when he was 6 months old. And after that, we never tried to weigh him. Back in those days, we didn't go to the vet like you do now. At least my family didn't. We take Teddy, all he has to do is sneeze, and we're all over that because we're nervous parents. But back in those days, we didn't take our dogs to the vet very often. We wrestled. My dad weighed and then picked up the dog and stepped on the scales again to see how much the dog weighed. So I got a ways to go, Mary R, but I'm going to stick with it, I promise. I just was really annoyed with myself for doing that, but it's what I do. It's why I got where I am, is because I emotionally eat. And that's just not a good thing. It's not a smart or healthy thing. When you have lots going on in your life, it's hard not to get all carried up in that. Just think, well, I owe myself this. And you sit down with it. Something you shouldn't have. Ned says she eats when she's depressed. She also eats when she's happy, so she's in trouble. I guess so. Yeah, just all kinds of interesting little gears in this pack. Just want some little fun things to put here and there. I like that one there. Might have to put one like it at the other side of that tag. That looks pretty cute. Already have those there. Actually, I kind of like that. It's not even, but that's not what I'm going for. I actually don't try to make them symmetrical. I try to make them kind of asymmetrical if I can, because nothing's that even in nature. Yeah, I was supposed to have surgery, and I saw my gynecologist, and I had just lost the 47 pounds, and he said, I am so happy about that. That will make surgery so much better, but you know what would make it even better? Go lose another 47, and then we'll do the surgery. I have an appointment with him I think it's next week, and I'm going to have to admit to having put it all back on and started again. I'm not looking forward to that conversation because he was so proud of me for losing so much. And not so much, but I have girl troubles that will go away if I have that surgery, and it may actually make the weight loss journey an easier one because I won't have all the hormonal issues that are going on all the time. So maybe it will actually help me lose the rest of it. So I think I'm going to tell him I'm ready to go. Let's just do it. Yeah, dogs can get some of the same inflictions from being overweight that people can, and it's hard not to feel responsible when we're the caretakers in their lives. Yeah, what did I do with that box of? Did I put that away? I think I did. So Snail puts that again. I think he will. I think he will. He's a pretty nice guy all in all. He doesn't yell at me. Even when I deserve it. Okay. Only bad thing about my little boxes is I really love them for storing these things. I think they're perfect, but they kind of spill out when you open the box sometimes. So I end up finding them for days. Days and days sometimes. I was wondering what would happen if I put a little rhinestone in the middle of the gear to make it look like it had a bolt or something in it. Might look better without it. Sometimes you just have to try and go, no, that wasn't a good idea. This was, that wasn't. I actually like it though, I think. I think I'll glue them on there. Thank you for that encouragement, Brenda. I stress and worry about the stupidest things sometimes. And I know at the end of the day, we're all trying to look out for my best health. So. Okay, I think we're done with this one. I'm going to have to get some inserts here, though, because I have an insert pack sitting here. It'd be fun. I glue everything. I think I did. Look here, guys. What do you think?
Cute.
Isn't it cute? I love the little hamster. I love all of them, actually. I love the rabbit, too, and the terrier. They're so cute. We got that birthday wishes wrapping across the bottom, kind of pulling the three pictures together. We got our gears here and there. We have gears in the store, too, if you need some. I know most of us have have in our stash some gears and metal pieces and one thing and another. But if you need more, I got you covered. That's 3 cards. How are we doing? That's just an hour. We're only an hour in. We might be able to finish this whole pack. I bet we can. We only have 2 cards left. Wow. Okay, we're up to the dogs. We've gone to the dogs now. Pretty fine company, actually. All right. So we have this beautiful guy with his multi-part frame. You know what I just thought of? I think we might have to do this, guys. I think we might have to do it. I think 3 times cuteness. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, my gosh, Marianne, I'm so sorry. That's terrible for his family. Oh, my gosh, he stops to help somebody and then he gets killed on the side of the road. Okay. I saw a piece of acetate here the other day, did I not? I did. There's a piece of acetate. We're going to have a shaker card with gears in it.
I have no doubt.
And it's going to make me happy. Happy, happy. Oh, look at that little tiny border they have in there. I've never seen one quite like this. Look at this, guys. They have this little tiny, it's not even 1/8 of an inch. I think it might be 1/8. They have this little itty bitty tiny border in there. Let's see if we can find a way to use that with our other dog that's on the cardstock, because it won't really do much to help with this one. Come on, come loose. Don't want to tear it. It's very, very skinny. Come on. Come on. Ah, there we go. Got it. Well, that's going to be cute. All right. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of thinner tape around the outside of here. This is so cute. This is the Animal Arcadia set that we're using today. It's got a most definite steampunk vibe to it. Steampunk and cute animals all dressed up in their uniforms. Super cute. Loving it. Would you get me one of those powder bags out of... It's in the drawer on the carousel. Okay, some tape around here. I can tell already that I let some of my tape go over the edge of my piece. And anywhere I did that, I'm just going to fold it back on itself. It's not a big deal, but it would look terrible if I let it stay there. So I'm just taking the edge of the tape and running it back up on the card. Keep it from being ugly. It's making me feel very shaky. I don't know what this fine manipulation is doing. It's like my hands are just all over the place. Sorry. Oh, tell them about Dad's daycare today, honey. This is what we're trying.
We found...
Speak loud enough so they can hear you.
We found an adult daycare. It's actually an adult/child daycare, and they separate the two. But then they have activities where the two can get together and interact. And we took Dad for his first introductory session today. And he got to join in and interact with some of the other people there, and all the workers stopped and chatted with him and helped him and stuff. And it went well in the first hour, so they recommended I let him stay for a couple more hours. So we did. And he stayed through lunch, and he had lunch with them.
Yeah, you left, but he stayed.
I left.
And he was fine with that, despite the fact that he has real separation anxiety from Bryce now. Yep. He was fine with staying.
So they do, they have a staff member who's musical, and he brings his guitar, and they do sing-alongs, and they play games. They do trivia. They just have lots of that. They have a different activity every day of the week and stuff. So tomorrow, I think, is bingo. So depending on what time.
Brittany, can you find me some shaker tape, please?
So we're going to take him again tomorrow for a 3-hour stint and see how that goes. So
our thinking is that maybe if we could come up with some things to get him engaged and happier during the day and not bored, so he sleeps all day, that maybe he would sleep better at night. Did you hear me, Britt?
She's coming.
Oh, she's coming. She's coming. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we'll see how that goes. We'll let you know. I was concerned. I have to admit, I was at first not totally in favor. Dad doesn't engage socially really well. He tends to be the one who's kind of quiet and in the corner a lot, and he always let his wife do all the talking, which was fine with her. But I was concerned that he wouldn't be happy, but that, we our circumstances have changed enough lately that we just kind of feel like, okay, time to try anything, everything we can try. And he really seemed okay when he came home today. He was teasing. I asked him how it was, and he said, just terrible. But he had a smile on his face when he said it. So I think that's good news. And yeah, if it works out well for him, we'll send him 5 days a week so that he can socialize and be with other people while we're both working. And then we can, which will make our work easier too. And then we will have him full time, just the three of us on the weekends. But it seemed like a very caring place from everything Bryce said. I haven't met them yet, but okay. So what we've done so far is I punched out my frame, so I only have the outer frame piece. I put tape all the way around the outside of my frame. And then I stuck my acetate on. I made sure that any little bits of tape that were coming over the edge got folded back up onto the piece before I put the acetate on there. Now I put shaker tape in a nice tight, just following the edges. Now this isn't real deep, so I didn't worry too much about staying right on the edge. But if you have a piece that has more of a border, be sure you stay towards the inside window because you don't want all your shaker elements to drop out of sight inside there. So now we're going to figure out which piece of this to use and make the best contribution for our next one. I think we're fine. I think I'm going to go ahead and take it right off this side. And I think I can clearly get enough to do another one there. That's going to work. So let's see about that. Well, Bryce came home pretty relieved and pretty happy. So I hope this adventure works well for us. We'll see. Has anybody else had experience with taking family members to adult daycare? And, what was your experience? Just curious if anybody else has had. I know they're not some have been around for quite a long time, but it's something you hear more now than you used to hear. Okay. Once again, my tape was kind of off the edge of my card, so I just flip it up right onto the card where necessary. We don't have that sticky edge sticking out. Just covering my card with this piece of cardstock.
It's not cheap. I don't know all the pricing. I know that for 2 full days a week, it's like $135.
That's actually not bad.
No. So I don't know what it's going to be for 5 days a week, but
I did notice that after he came home, I was working in the living room and he was in there that whole time and he never did go to sleep. I mean, it's like his brain was engaged from being there and he didn't just drift off to sleep. He spends a lot of time during the day sleeping. Okay, before I put this down to my project, I added some an embossing pillow to it and messed up my window. I always try to do that because it takes any static away. Now, static isn't going to be as important in this one as it is. Although maybe I do want some confetti. Can you look and see if you can find some gold confetti of some sort?
Answer Mary's question.
Yes, it's a group. It's actually kind of a group home where they have elder care and then they have child care as well, and then they have a thank you very much. They have certain activities that are mixed time. And no, he didn't ever go to the senior center. And I think this will be a more successful venture for him than a senior center would have been, because his personality is not to be real outgoing. But everybody here, the staff and residents, were really outgoing to him. So he didn't have to make those moves. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to go ahead and put this, my basic topper piece. I'm going to position it on my card so there's plenty of room to get my frame on around it. I'm going to put that flat down to my card. No foam tape or anything under there, because we don't want the confetti and the gears to be able to disappear underneath. Oh, this is actually really interesting. This is kind of a copper, but I think that's good. Whoops. Because my gears are copper. Hello, Margie.
Hello. How are you?
Okay. Alrighty. So I dumped a little bit. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate the feedback. Margie's looking to see what I'm doing here.
I know why you listed those.
Yes.
Because she liked them.
I like them. I think
No doubt.
steampunk is very fun. I'm going to put a few gears right into my shaker. Then we'll probably decorate with a couple too, but I'm going to use some of the smaller ones in the shaker that are thinner and smaller, so they're not as apt to hang up on things. See, another different kind of gear I'm going to put in there. That's fun. Okay. Now give me 6 gears inside. I think I'll go with that. Let's put that on there now. I am going to peel off my foam tape, and I'm going to stick it down over the top of my image here, and we'll shake it up and see what we get. Now remember, we had that little tiny border, so I have to offset this just a little bit. I can't come straight down over it. I have to leave just a little border in there. I'm talking more to me than you about that. Okay. Shake it up good. That's cute. And let's add a couple gears to the outside. Maybe one there. And another one. And come up there. Kind of off to the side there. I feel like I need one more, but there's not room to put it on the cardstock. Unless I come up here with it, which I probably could do. I could actually make the teeth coordinate. And join the teeth. That'd be fun. There we go. I like that. Okay. So, I love shaker cards. I'm surprised they ever come apart on you because the tape in shaker cards is super sticky. Okay. Distracting, guys.
Were we talking too loudly?
Yes.
Sorry.
And it's just, it's just distracting. So, anyway, yeah. So that's our new thing we're going to be trying out. I'm anxious to go there tomorrow when they drop off and see where it is and what it's like. It'll be fun.
You're getting up in the morning for a drop off?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm excited. Everything is fixed downstairs.
Oh, good. You
For
got
the
the shipping all done. I
I
saw
got
that they
everything
disconnected the old
Figured
service.
out, and no, it just you had an extra account number on there.
Oh,
So, yeah.
They
So
got
I
rid of
found a lot of great information. I'll have to fill you in later, but right
Okay.
now I'm going to go to the post office and I'm going to head home.
okay.
I feel productive today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to put one more shaker element on top. Of the card. Okay, I'm loving this, guys. Look at him. Isn't that fun? I don't think he'll meet the income requirements for the government to pay for his care because he has some retirement benefits and he sold his house and one thing and another. So we don't really care about that anyway. I mean, truly, what we care the most about is making sure he's happy and not keeping us up all night. That's what we care the most about. What do you guys think of our dog? Do you love our dog? I love our dog. All right, we got one card left to do and 10 minutes to do it in. We can do this. Let's see. I may not have enough card stock, so that may be my one challenge is figuring out exactly what to do to make him fit the card. That could be fun. Cut that down a little and leave the black. That's actually really cute. Okay, I pulled a card out of my stash over here that was already covered with Black Mary. And I'm going to cut that to be a European A6, which is 4 1/8 by 5 7/8. Just a little light at the top. I'm going to get rid of that while I'm at it. This is going to be perfect. Look at that. How cute is that? All right. So we need to be 5. Well, let's see. How light is this? It is 3 5/8. So this needs to be, let's see, 3 5/8. I'm taking 3/8 off. So this is going to have to be, 3 5/8. So this is going to have to be 5 1/2. 5 7/8. Yeah. 7 4/8. Right. If my math is correct, this should have a nice border all the way around it. And my math is not quite correct, I guess. Gotta cut a little more off. Okay, that's adorable. That's adorable. Just adorable. I think I need to cut a little more off still. Sometimes I have to go back and cut more several times because I don't want to be the first to. I don't want to cut off too much at first and then be sorry I did that. I have this little frame left from our other project. I'm just curious what would happen if we framed our little dog. Don't know if we'll like it or not. And let's see what else we could do here. Gear is certainly a good idea. I took some of my tiniest gears to go inside the last shaker, so I just have to kind of look for the best ones. Thelma's saying no to the putting the frame on, Thelma. Is that what I'm understanding? Ugh. Over $500 a month for healthcare is terrible. Yes to no frame. Okay, away it goes. So what I think we need to do is put some gears up there, but look for a way to add some little embellishments somewhere along the line to his uniform. They were pretty certain they didn't want a frame. Did you get that?
Yes. No frame, no frame, no frame.
Sometimes you just have to try stuff, guys. See what works, what doesn't work. Has some little buttons here on his jacket. Might be fun to cover up with some of these rhinestones. I think I might do that and then just stop. Because I think it's pretty cute.
A little Saints tag you can replace.
Well, I only have one left.
Little one?
No, it's a big one. It's someone very special.
It's too big then. What's the other little one you have there?
You know, what I could do is chop this off some more on the top, bring these down, and put this across the bottom. And that would actually look really cute. I think I'll do that. I like that. Okay. All right, let's see. We're going to cut some more off the top of this. I think this is a 1/2 inch. Yes, it is. I'm going to take another 1/2 inch off the top. Right now I'm at 5 1/4, so I'm going to go to 4 3/4. That's cute. That's very cute. I like that a lot. Okay, I think I'll use tape to put this down since I'm going on top of the Mary, and it adheres better. Hi, Doris. Do you want me to try the top instead of the bottom? I can do that. Although I was going to put the little gears on the top, so we'll see. Let's just try laying it out both ways. To someone very special. Done on the top. There's little beads back on his jacket. I like that. I don't have a clock one. If I had a clock one, it would look really fun to put. Maybe I don't put them on the top, though. I do like that. Okay, this is the way it,
Less is more.
This is the way it looks right now. Well, now that it's all cattywampus, but you can see where it's going if it's on the top. Okay. And this is where it's going if it's on the bottom. I like the bottom personally. Okay. I think I'm going with that. Let's put some foam under here. Make this stand out a little. Let me figure out what I did with it. There it is. I know it's hard for me to imagine that I'm Medicare eligible next month. I'm going to stay on Bryce's insurance till he retires, but I'm there at that place. Oh, this has tape on the back of it already. And here I was putting glue on. This would be very well adhered. Okay, I gotta get this on, making this look good. So, put this on first. Now that's pretty tight yet. I guess it's going there now. I just set it down. I'll put this here. And we'll put this, 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 this. That is true. I do have to, but I believe you're excused from the early filing requirement if you're continuing on an approved plan, which I will be until I convert over. So, yes. I love these cards today. I can't believe we got such a very, very cute collection. I can't believe it too, but it's enjoyable to get such a cute collection of cards. Can't wait to recap and show them all to you. Everything's glued down now. There he is. Look at our sweet little guy. I love it. I love it. So there's our last one. Get some of this mess out of the way and I'll show you the other ones we've made. Animal Arcadia. There he is. Just so cute. Here's our other dog card. He's got gears and copper shaker elements in his card. We got those two. Then we got our kitty. We did our Z-fold card. I guess I only did do one die cut. Might have to do some more of these though. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. And this one says party time. And then we have our other kitty. Oops. I understand, Sharma. I truly understand your need. I'm almost thinking, why? Why did I give back the luxury set and just take the single? But I know where I can get them. And here's our fifth card. Can you believe we got these 5 beautiful cards today, guys? How fun is that? Do you love them as much as I do? I love them. I just adore them. They are making me very heart happy. All right. Well, that is it for this. You guys are probably going to ask me what I'm doing next time, and I don't know yet. Do we have a calendar?
What's on your desk?
Yes, there was one on my desk. But if you could see my desk, you'd understand why I can't find it. Super cuteness. See, you might think these would look gloomy because they're in darker colors, but they're not gloomy at all. Mary R says he's cute, but don't dress Teddy up like this. What am I supposed to be doing on Saturday?
Little Prince.
Oh, okay. All right. I might have to continue with these.
Well, you were supposed to do hot off the press moose silhouette tonight.
I know. And then I looked at it and I said, I could do this instead, and that would be more fun. I do want to do some silhouette die cutting, though, with some colors in the background because they're beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so if you're not already a member of our channel, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a thing we're up to. We have fun every single time we get together. We have fun. And we'd love to have you with us. And if you're not signed on today and want to chat with us, we invite you to do so. If you just prefer to hang out with us and see what we're creating, that's always okay too. And if you like what you saw today, please do hit the thumbs up button because it might be a surprise. I think I had that we're supposed to do the Little Prince, but I'm also having really kind of a lot of fun with this. So There may be more of this, if that's okay. What do you guys think? I should ask you, it's your time. So if you haven't hit that thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. It makes me happy and it lets YouTube know that they can feel good about recommending our channel. Does anybody have any questions about anything we've done today? Where you can get stuff? You know I have the answer to that. I'll put our website address on a link underneath here so that you can find our very cute Animal Arcade, though. So Animal Arcadia is what this one's called. So I'll put a web address there so you can find that. And thank you, Doris. So we will be back on Saturday. Cute, cut more of the die? Yeah, we can do that. Let's do another set on Saturday. This was great fun. I enjoyed it immensely. It was like therapy to do this set because it just made me chuckle a lot. So I think we're going to continue with this on Saturday, and I'll move Little Prince down the road a ways. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do more. Can't get the coupon code to work. Doris, make sure that you have the Hunkydory sale, no space. Doesn't matter if it's capitalized or not, but you can't have a space between the two words. So if the coupon's not working for you, take the space out. Okay? All right. Any other questions? That was a good one because everybody can benefit from that. Okay? All right. So if there are no questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, I do ask that you refresh your screen, leave a comment. Tell us which ones of these cards you like the best. This is 3 animals. This is Z-fold. This is cute cat. This is our shaker. And this is Bentley, B-E-N-T-L-Y. Bentley. Had no space and it still wouldn't go through. Check your spelling then, and I will make sure that the code is still active in the system. It's supposed to be good through the 31st, so it should be, but let me try it again. Okay, and if you still have problems, Doris, just send me an email and ask me to adjust for your coupon code, okay? All righty then. In the absence of any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, I'm going to say good night, Gracie.